Hello to all the residents of City of Tshwane. My name is Meinhard Ferreira and I'm here on this short video to assist you with the COT's TID rollout. This is where we convert meters from STS1 to STS2. Well, I can tell you that the City of Tshwane have tested all meters that we have in our possession from 2005 onwards, and those meters all successfully converted to STS2. What about previously bought tokens? It is very important that if you still have unused tokens that you did not load on your meter, that you do load these tokens on your meter, as they are STS1 tokens. And once your meter is converted to STS2, the meter will not accept the STS1 tokens. So please load them before going through the process of converting to STS2. Now, converting STS1 meters to STS2. How will the meters be converted from STS1 to STS2? And on the system, all the meters in that area convert to STS2. So when you purchase your next voucher for electricity, the system will automatically issue you, instead of one token like you normally get, you will get 3. The first 2 tokens are engineering tokens. These tokens are generated to convert your meter software from STS1 to STS2. You have to load these 2 tokens successfully. So you're going to start with the one on the top. It will be marked as the key change 1. You're going to load that until your meter says successfully loaded. Then you're going to continue to the second key change token. The same process there. If all 2 tokens are successfully loaded, your meter is now successfully converted to STS2. So the voucher you got now, the number 3, is a STS2 version, and your meter will accept that. How to load the tokens? You start by entering the 20-digit tokens. You make sure that token 1 is accepted. Some meters will say successful. You will know your meter version. Some will show a happy face. Other meters will say successful or failed. So you load both tokens until successful, and then you load your power token. We have contact details. We have put dedicated people in our offices. There's email addresses, cell phone numbers, and landline numbers. Log a call with us on the contact details if you are struggling, and we will be with you as soon as possible.
Madiba Day 2024, our day started at Toyando Primary School in Attridgeville. Wonderful, energetic principal there, and we assisted with some cleanups in the area together with our partners at Soulbent. They're doing amazing work at keeping Attridgeville in particular clean, but also educating the next generation that it's not just government's responsibility to keep public spaces clean, but also the responsibility of each and every resident. And now I am at PEN, an organization that does amazing work with young people, with early childhood development, but also with homeless people. Government often thinks that we understand the issue of homelessness, but we don't. We made a small contribution of blankets to PEN, and they help people of Tshwane who are on the streets stay warm this winter. And I just want to thank everybody who, not just on Madiba Day, but who dedicate their lives to serving the residents of our city.
I welcome you to the City of Tshwane Homeless Indaba. Our challenges with street homelessness in the City of Tshwane are well documented. The study conducted by the University of Pretoria, as well as Stats SA reports on the number of individuals that are considered to be homeless in the City of Tshwane, are well documented. It is quite important that we work together with stakeholders in order to address this plight. We have worked with the University of Pretoria. We have worked with the Tshwane Homeless Forum. And our efforts are geared towards us implementing the City of Tshwane street homelessness policy. It is quite important that this indaba, it talks to how can we expedite this, because we can no longer sit as if this is not happening in our city. We, as the city, struggling, the residents of the city are struggling to recover from COVID-19. And one of the ways in which we have suffered as South Africans is through economic opportunities that were no longer there after COVID. It is quite important that we do not leave anyone behind. The individuals that are homeless, those are South Africans that deserve to enjoy their constitutional rights, including have a shelter over their head. So this gathering is quite important because we want to ensure no one is left behind. As the City of Tshwane, we are committed to implementing the street homelessness policy.
Today I participated on an 8-kilometer walk from Freedom Park to Union Buildings. A very great walk where we get to make new friends and also share an exercising moment where we exercising muscles of the body, because a healthy body produces a healthy mind. So it's a very great experience. I was happy to join the Walk the Talk 702 of this year in Pretoria. Thank you.
I hereby express our deepest condolences to the family, extended family and friends. May his soul rest in peace. Honorable councillors, I will now allow councillors to express their condolences regarding the passing of Councillor Fori. We'll have one speaker from the coalition, we'll have one speaker from the opposition parties, we'll have one speaker from Women Caucus. Let me call one speaker from the coalition. Anyone that can speak on behalf of the coalition to send the condolences.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We are much saddened as the Democratic Alliance and also with our joint coalition members on the passing of one of our stalwarts, Ntate Fori. He was a very diligent administrator, meticulous in his work, making sure that always he worked towards achieving what the organization has tasked him to do. I remember around 2013, 2014, when the DA have realized that coalitions will be the things of the future when we were developing Vision 2029 of the Democratic Alliance and the Value Charter. He, as my chairperson, was facilitating those particular talks in my constituency, and he was very meticulous in his work when we were submitting our inputs towards the 2015 Congress of the Democratic Alliance in Port Elizabeth. I traveled with him via bus. Also, it was a very joyful journey that we took with him. He was a very kind man, a man of many words, of not so many words, but of many wisdom. We have enjoyed being with him, and we want to send our condolences to the family, to the Democratic Alliance. We are all saddened by his passing, and we want to say to fellow councillors, condolences. It is also hard on us. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Mkhalem. Now may I call one speaker from the opposition, the person that will speak on behalf of all opposition parties. It can be anyone from the opposition parties.
Morning. Hi. Can you hear me?
Councillor, Petras Molipe, can you mute, please? Petras Molope.
Sure. I scan because we're feeding. No, gonna tower recruitment.
Senator Malope, can you cut him off that side?
Also,
Councillor Manyeke, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Speaker. On behalf of Multi-Party and Women Caucus, we would like to send our sincere condolences to his family and friends and colleagues. He was a man of integrity. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is a speaker from Women Caucus. I need someone from the opposition parties. Councillor Ntundulu, I can see you. Who's speaking? Someone was speaking from the opposition parties. Councillor Ntununu, I'm going to you to speak on behalf of opposition parties.
Thank you, Speaker. As the opposition parties, we would like to also put in our condolences to the councillor. We've noticed the health challenges that the councillor has been going through, but they've tried their best to fight for life up until God took the decision to take the child back. And we wish the family strength in this trying time, and their organization to be also strengthened. We would humbly pass our condolences. Thank you very much, Speaker. Am I audible?
No, you are not. Thomas.
Speaker, you are muted. Speaker, your office, your mic is off.
Oh, thank you very much. We heard loud and clear, Councillor Ntununu. Thank you very much for the condolences. And please, Councillor Petras Malope, keep your mic off, so that we don't get the noise behind you. Thank you very much. Honorable Councillors, as indicated in the notice, this extraordinary council meeting has been convened to consider the approval of the water and sanitation turnaround strategy plan. This report is submitted on the basis of agents due to the requirement to restructure water and sanitation trading services as published by the National Treasurer. National Treasurer has set a deadline, i.e. 31st July 2024, for the submission of the strategy if the city of Tshwane is to benefit from the incentive associated with the strategy. It is imperative that Council considers the strategy so that the city, with its constrained financial resources, can benefit from the incentive. Application for leave of absence. Honorable Councillors, for purpose of informing Council in as far as leave of absence for councillors from the council meeting is concerned. I will now call on the Chief Whip of Council to present to Council the approval leave of absence of councillors. Chief Whip.
Good morning, Speaker. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Speaker, and good morning, colleagues.
Speaker, the following councillors have been improved in line with our city's processes of acquiring leave of absence. The first person was Councillor T. Muhale of the ANC sick leave, and then the rest of the councillors are all from the EFF caucus, and they are the following councillors: Councillor G. Ratikwani, Councillor O. Ramabudu, Councillor T. Mashabela, Councillor N. Sianehu, Councillor R. Montusi, Councillor B. Matevulia, Councillor O. Mabuhwana, Councillor E. Matubatse, Councillor T. Maloi Sani, Councillor S. Mela, Councillor P. Mamatepa, Councillor M. Shali, Councillor B. Rasweswe, Councillor L. Lesabani, Councillor P. Menisi, Councillor T. Mfadima, Councillor Q. Chauke, Councillor D. Sekanka, Councillor P. Matlala, Councillor R. Dibakwane. Speaker, no councillors arranged to arrive late and no councillors requested to leave early. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip. I can see that Councillor Manyika has got a hand up. Councillor?
Speaker, Councillor Debbie, I'm with Councillor Debbie and Councillor Mabusela. Then they want to log in, they can't log in.
Thank you very much. I understand that other people have logged in their gadgets, like cell phone, so it might appear that they are not in the meeting, but they are in the meeting. I need to note them. Thank you very much. And Councillor Ragabe.
I just also wanted to highlight to you that most of the councillors, especially from the ANC, are unable to log in due to, I think it's network or IT challenges. So if we can just give them enough time so that all of them they are part of the meeting so that we avoid taking them to that kangaroo court. I think the issues with the IT department. So please, man, thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. That is noted. I'm going to take the last hand, then we take 5 minutes and give the other people to log in, those who have a problem. Councillor Pasha.
Thank you, Speaker. Councillor Rakaber covered my point. I wanted to say majority of us in fact logged in with our own catches, so don't be surprised, and we are here in the meeting because we are struggling with our laptops. Thank you very much.
Noted, Councillor. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to give 5 minutes to try to those who are unable to log in. Try it again, and then if it fails, let's use then our phones. But I'm going to give 5 minutes on that. Can we take that break of 5 minutes for IT to correct what needs to be done? Thank you.
Thanks, Speaker. I'm in my phone. Thank you.
Wena Councillor Kosizile Ostoutu Utile everything not in Naibu Amaro Nagora Maro Stoutu.
Imam.
Councillors, I just want to give an announcement. If you are struggling with your laptop or to connect, please call this number 012 358 8444. 012 358 8444. If you are struggling to connect with your laptop. Thank you.
laptops zidlala ngathi yo.
Councillor Masilela, you are recognized.
Raise my hand long time ago. I'm not ignoring my hands.
I'm not ignoring any hands, Councillor Mabuza. I gave you 5 minutes break,
No.
so we are on that 5 minutes. So I'm not
Okay.
commenting upon. I gave 5 minutes, so I'm not continuing with the meeting until the 5 minutes is over.
So Manbuza tata man uma uconnecte ngefoni kunesidingo soba ufonele le number.
Councillor, if you are comfortable with your phone, it's fine. Conductor, this number, if you're struggling with your laptop, 012 358 8444.
Oh yes, I'm in.
Councillor Kulu. Also call and the time that we are using is too little. I wait again. Apechani yona kare ke scam. Wait. Our man, there is a time in Yami, and you also expect us to call. While these laptops are not.
Hey, Councillor Violet,
Mute your mic. Speaker, mute all of us. Can you mute all of us?
I can see the phone. So I don't want to start to attend the meeting. I rather use my phone.
Rakwala Rena.
The meeting will resume after 5 minutes. It's out of record. It was a speaker, but I don't get the airtime.
Ubani lo. Bayivalile kancane meeting.
Yeah, they said after 5 minutes it will resume. I get to address the issue, those who are unable to log in, Kadi laptop. So now I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Councillor Violet, I agree with you. The struggle of data and airtime is a serious one, and thank you for raising it on behalf of our good selves, especially what councillors.
Yeah, the struggle continues.
These things are too problematic, man. It does not connect. And when you call that number, it just...
No, it's fine. I'm using my phone.
Thank you, councillors. We are back. And can we then, those who are still struggling with their laptops, indicate on the number that I gave you. So let's continue with the meeting so that we don't finish your data. And for those who are using cell phones, and we really apologize for that. But please, if you still have glitches on your laptop, contact the number. Thank you. I can see that before we take our 5 minutes break, we had Councillor Masilela who raised his hand. Is your hand still up or the issue has been addressed? Councillor?
Addressed.
Thank you so much.
Hi, residents of City of Tshwane Municipality. My name is Adila Baimia of the Customer Care Service at municipality offices. It is most important to pay your municipality bills to avoid any service disruptions. For good service delivery, you have to make sure to pay your account to your service provider. And if not, you will definitely run a risk of getting your services disrupted and any interest added onto the account. By paying your account on
Dear residents, please be aware of your weekly waste collection schedule in your area. Kindly take part by placing your waste bins outside your household for collection. The city is working hard to keep Tshwane clean by doing the following: providing plastic waste bags to informal areas, clearing illegal dumping, collecting waste weekly, providing garden refuse and landfill sites, doing public cleansing, picking up litter, providing 240 liters waste bins. Please play your part. Do not dump illegally or litter. The City of Tshwane, the city that works for all its people.
City of Tshwane budget process. Our budget is informed by the needs raised by communities and has taken into account the city's 10 strategic priorities in response to needs raised. Where does the city's revenue come from? The city's revenue comes from property rates, service charges on electricity, water, and sanitation, and refuse removal, which make up 80% of the revenue basket. The following are the city's revenue sources: service charges on electricity, service charges on water and sanitation, service charges on refuse removal, property rates, interest on outstanding debtors, interest earned on external investments, rental of fixed assets. Other revenue sources include financial transfers from national and provincial government, licenses and permits, fines, penalties, forfeits, and other revenue from the sale of goods and rendering of services. How does the city spend its operational budget? The city spends its operational budget on contracted services. These are services that cannot be rendered in-house, i.e., rudimentary services in informal settlements, security services for the city's assets, inventory consumed. This includes water purchases from Rand Water and other inventory, such as maintenance materials, stationery, consumables, etc. Eskom bulk purchases, finance cost, i.e., repayment of long-term loans, employee-related costs, operational transfers to cities' entities, operational expenditure. The biggest portion of the operating budget is for purchasing bulk water and electricity, which make up 40.3% of the total budget, followed by employee-related costs, which make up 28%. These are some of the operational programs that make up part of the budget. The expanded Public Works Program Initiative, Community Development, Education and Training, the Food Bank, Revenue Enhancement, Debt Collection, Prevention of Illegal Land Invasion, asset protection, security services. Secondly is the economic spatial planning, which covers local economic development and SMME initiatives to support programs that drive local economic development cooperatives and trade and investment. Thirdly is environment and agriculture management, which is responsible for the day-to-day household refuse removal and illegal dumping. Fourth is health, which amongst others covers HIV/AIDS programs and drug and substance abuse. Fifth is human settlements, which aims to formalize informal settlements, as well as to supply them with mobile water tankers and chemical toilets. Sixth is regional operations and coordination, which focuses on repairing and maintaining infrastructure and community facilities in all 7 regions of the city. Seventh is roads and transport, which covers the provision of public transport, such as the Tshwane bus service and the Arieng operations. Eighth is utility services, which is responsible for electricity reticulation, power stations, connections and disconnections, water purification works, wastewater purification, and reservoirs. The city also makes provision for the capital budget to fund major projects. These are what we refer to as CAPEX projects. Part of the city's budget makes provision for programs such as community library services, energy efficiency demand management, neighborhood development partnerships, public transport infrastructure systems, electricity and water losses, public lighting, rehabilitation and upgrading of roads, storm water management, construction of clinics, water and wastewater bulk infrastructure, extension of reservoirs, electricity new bulk infrastructure. It is important to note that the city's revenue basket takes into account the proposed tariff increments for the financial year. This is to ensure that every expenditure item included in the budget will be funded through the anticipated revenue to be generated. There are a number of factors affecting the tariff increases, which include inflation and bulk purchase costs from Rand Water and Eskom. Revenue generation is critical to the financial sustainability for the city, and tariffs play a major role in achieving desired levels of revenue. It is therefore important that all consumers of services honor their obligation towards the city in terms of payment of consumer accounts to ensure that the city is able to generate revenue to continue to render services.
Councillor Mabufana from the EFF.
Sorry, Speaker. It don't be Councillor Mabufana, it will be Mpomushabane.
Go ahead.
Mpomushabane.
Go ahead, Councillor Mpo.
Thank you, Speaker. I was trying to unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, as the EFF, we firmly reject this, the City of Tshwane's water and sanitation turnaround strategy and plan. The report, Speaker, fails to address the critical issue of permanently implementing sanitation services through tender system for the past 18 years until today, leading to the severe health hazard due to rampant sewer spillage. Additionally, the privatization of the sewer maintenance has resulted in a lack of accountability and increased risk of public health. The inclusion of electricity issues within the same portfolio as water and sanitation further complicates the strategy, diluting its focus and effectiveness. The EFF calls for a more coherent and a practical approach, advocating for the reintegration of essential services under municipal control and increased investment in infrastructure. It is our collective responsibility, Speaker, to address the pressing issue of why the city has chosen to separate sanitation services from the same department. This decision has led to a myriad of problems, the most alarming, Speaker, which is the rampant sewer spillage that has become common sight in our communities. These spillages poses severe health hazards to the resident of Tshwane, compromising our public health infrastructure. It is crucial to understand that this crisis has arisen primarily because the sewer maintenance has been handed over to private entities. For example, in Region 1, where I'm from, Region 1 services a total pipe infrastructure of 2,799 kilometer water pipeline and 2,229 kilometer sanitation pipeline, and many of these are collapsing. There are 2 sewer pump stations in Mabupane, Blockview, that are totally vandalized due to lack of security, while the rest pipeline are old and dilapidated. It must also be noted that several areas and regional are still supplied and using asbestos pipes, and that should be eradicated and are prone to damages all the time. That's why in Garankuwa, the sewer spillage is the order of the day. Speaker, we must also remember that sanitation, it is dignity. If you can't provide dignity for our people, then clearly it shows why the DA is not servicing the locations and other areas that are black areas. We must question why Tshwane is the only city that has taken this unprecedented step of privatizing such critical service. Typically, water and sanitation are managed under single unified department to ensure cohesion, efficiency, but in our city, this has not been the case. Can someone elaborate on the rationale behind this decision? The report before us pertains to approval of water and sanitation turnaround strategy and plan, a document developed jointly by the City of Tshwane and National Treasury City Support Program. While the intention behind the strategy is commendable, we must scrutinize it meticulously. The primary objective of this plan is to address the issue of underinvestment, underfunding, and inadequate maintenance that has plagued our water and sanitation infrastructure. EFF will ensure that this plan does not merely pay lip service to these issues, but provide actionable and sustainable solution. Our people deserve nothing less than reliable, safe water and sanitation services. It is our duty to hold those in power accountable for the effective implementation of the strategy. One of the most perplexing elements of this report is the inclusion of electricity issues within the same portfolio as water and sanitation. The conflation of distinct services raises several questions. How do electricity matters fit into the context of water and sanitation? These are fundamental different issues that require separate strategies and plans. By merging them in one report, we risk diluting the focus and effectiveness of any proposed solution. We must demand clarity and more structured approach that addresses each problem with the attention it deserves. Only then we can ensure that both our water and electricity infrastructure are robust and capable of meeting the needs and of our growing population. Furthermore, Speaker, we must address the role of privatization in the current state of our services. The decision to privatize sewer maintenance has not only led to increase in the spillages, but also resulted in the lack of accountability and transparency. Privatization often prioritizes profit over public welfare, and in this case is no exception. We must advocate for reintegration of these services under municipal control, where they can be managed with public interest at heart. Our collective health and safety should never compromise for the sake of profit. The report also highlights the underinvestment in both water in the existing infrastructure. The underinvestment has led to declining service delivery and financial performance of both trading services, and is unacceptable to our community who must bear the brand of poor planning and inadequate funding. We must push for increased investment in our infrastructure to ensure that our services are not only maintained but improved. It is only through investment that we can address the root cause of current and prevent this recurring in the future. Speaker, additionally, the report mentions that the turnaround strategy was developed. Sorry, Speaker. I'm using my phone and also trying to also talk to you through it, so it creates problems. Speaker, are you still with me?
100%, I'm with you.
Okay, thanks, Speaker. Yeah. Lastly, Speaker, our people cannot afford to wait any longer for the resolution of this critical issue. The turnaround strategy must include clear timelines, measurable targets, stringent monitoring mechanism to ensure effective implementation. The discrepancies highlighted in this report are a clear indication of the need for more coherent and practical approach to managing our city's essential services. We must push for unified and integrated strategy that addresses the diverse needs of our communities. This includes ensuring that our water, sanitation, and electricity are managed in a coordinated manner with clear lines of accountability and responsibility. It is only through such approach that we can ensure that efficient and effective delivery of this essential services it's done. Speaker, we still have got pit latrines in our city. We still have got communities that do not have water. We still have got asbestos pipes that are prone to damages. Let's have a plan that is clear, that is going to be dealing with these things. And I thank you, Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Councillor. Now I'd like to call MMC Force to close the report. Then we move on. Councillor Force.
Thank you, Speaker. You had mentioned Chairperson Flora Manama before me, and we had a speaker also from our side as the DA. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that reminder. I almost forgot. But unfortunately, I don't have a speaker from DA. Can that be corrected with the Chief Whip? Councillor Manama, my apologies. Please take podium.
Honorable Speaker.
Can we allow Councillor Munyama to speak first, then I'll come back to you, Councillor Makhaleni.
Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker, and good morning to everyone. As Action SA, we support and we are excited about this water and sanitation turnaround strategy. It is a plan that holds immense promise for the future of our city. For years, the long-term underinvestment in our water and sanitation infrastructure has been a significant challenge. This underinvestment has led to various difficulties, resulting in the declining services and financial performance within our water and sanitation strategy. Some of the notable challenges that our water and sanitation department in Tshwane has encountered
include a drop in the blue drop status, escalating non-revenue water, frequent water disruption, aging infrastructure, illegal connections, high consumptions, and poor maintenance. These issues are symptomatic of the broader, long-standing neglect that we must now decisively address. It is important, Speaker, to recognize that water and sanitation is not unique to Tshwane. It is a predicament that spans across municipalities globally. However, Tshwane, with a population of 2.8 million and an annual growth rate of 2.8%, faces particularly pressing demands. As our city expands, so too does the agency to reform our water and sanitation services. Speaker, in this light, Tshwane's proactive approach and commitment to resolving these water challenges is commendable. Tshwane stands as one of the first metropolitan municipalities to benefit from this CSP, which is the support program strategy from the National Treasury. We are proud to be at the forefront as a city, setting a standard for other metropolitan municipalities to follow. We are pioneering reforms that the National Treasury is guiding for trading services, demonstrating our city's dedication to progress and sustainability. The National Treasury has outlined specific requirements for the successful implementation of this strategy. Among these requirements is the Council's approval of the water and sanitation turnaround strategy by the 31st of July 2024. Compliance with this mandate will enable us to benefit from these incentives of the USDG grant initiated by the Treasury. A significant opportunity is that we must enthusiastically embrace. Speaker, as we move forward, we urge all council members, stakeholders, and community leaders to support and endorse this critical turnaround strategy. Let us work together with a unified vision and shared responsibility to bring about necessary reforms. Our collective effort will ensure that the people of Tshwane have reliable, accessible to clean, safe water and efficient sanitation services. In conclusion, Speaker, let us welcome this water and sanitation strategy with optimism and dedication. The step we take today will resonate for years to come, shaping the future of our city and enhancing the quality of life for all Tshwane residents. Together we can and we will overcome these challenges, setting a benchmark for excellence and sustainability in water and sanitation services. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Can I then call the Chief Whip of Council?
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I received a request from the DA for Councillor Dikoledi Silowa to also speak on this report, please.
Yes, can the Councillor continue speaking? Noted, Councillor Mashifo. Noted. Can we allow the Speaker from DA to speak? Then I will call you. Thank you.
No, Speaker, my hand is on urgent basis, Speaker. Please, can you allow me to speak?
Go ahead, Councillor Mashifo.
Thank you very much. In fact, it's Councillor Pasha using Councillor Mashifo's gadget. You said we must break for a few seconds for us to get our laptops ready for this meeting, but unfortunately, laptops still behaving the same, and our personal gadgets, which our cell phone, are now denied to enter the meeting. I'm now with Councillor Mashifo with his own phone. Can you please allow, advise the team to allow us to get into the meeting with our own cell phones, because this laptop of the city is misbehaving, Speaker. Thank you very much.
Noted, we'll do that. Thank you so much. Councillor from the DA, can you put your hand down? Chief Whip, unless it's a new hand. Councillor from DA.
Thank you, Speaker.
Just hold on, Councillor Silowa, Alderman Malulega.
Yeah, the DA is trying to be naughty here, Speaker. If you are allowing them to speak, we are going to request that you include Masilela as well. Because this is the list that was supposed to be used in the last meeting. There are no changes in the list. Councillor, the Deputy Chief Whip, was aware about the list. Then if you're allowing them to speak, we'll request that Councillor Masilela also be included, because it's a free-for-all. People are included in the list. Therefore, include Masilela if you're allowing Councillor Dikele to speak, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Alderman Malulega. Councillor Desilwan. Councillor Desilwan.
Speaker.
Yes, Speaker. Sorry, Speaker, can I continue?
Speaker.
Just hold on, Councillor Desilwan. Who's calling me?
Yeah, it's Councillor Mabofane.
I don't see your hand, Councillor. I can't recognize.
Yeah, we want to notify you that we are in the meeting here. So don't record us absent. We've been struggling with the network.
Noted, Councillor. You just gave a speech so that they noted you that you are here. So
yes.
Don't worry. When we are done with the meeting, we will do the what you call the attendance register again to see who are those connected with their gadgets. Councillor Desilwan.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Look, actually, Malulega touched all my points, but I just want to emphasize that, Speaker, look, if the DA fail to submit their speaking list, and then it's not our problem, Speaker, because we have a lineup here, and then myself and Order and Mafriga were going to speak if they're going to introduce it now, because we need to take the matter. I mean, this council serious. If you fail, you fail. And then whoever that is in the speaking notes, let them be so, because everyone's just going to stand up now and then raise whatever. And then it's going to cause a problem. Please, if DA stand up and then we stand up, we're also going to speak. Thank you. Just manage it, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Desilwan. Chief Whip of Council, you know that what the councillors are saying is correct.
Yes.
We should not allow any other speaker that is not in the speaking list. But I will give you this opportunity to speak, but you know what we need to do.
Yeah.
Only if then we can be able to have 3 people to speak in the council meeting that is physical, then we don't allow anyone else. Then we cannot do it as well here on virtual meeting. But I will allow you to speak, but you know how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. I agree with you. We can withdraw that request, please.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip. Now I'll call the NMC force to close the report.
We are declining the request.
Thank you, Speaker. I must say some of these inputs are welcomed and some with a little bit of salt. Clearly, councillors did not go through in-depthly into the report. I think I'll organize a signage that I'll drop by Councillor Rakabe and Councillor Mashabane that says we are not prioritizing anything in this city. We are creating a business unit that will talk to the needs of a particular department. All right, let me just quickly go and answer quite a number of issues and interests that the councillors have put in through. Speaker, at this day and age, I would appreciate that councillors need to have information, and that is information that has been tested. The death of Hammanskraal people had nothing to do with the water that the people of Hammanskraal are being supplied with. That is number one. And the second part is that you can only prove such with science. If science says there was no proof or there's nothing tangible that talks to Royval and the water thereof, so it is that. That's one. The second element is that the townships are not being attended. I think we'll be giving so much stress on this that each and every week we are trying with other councillors. I'm not sure which township is referring to that we're not attending. There's also communication that has been sent across to show and even desist from perpetuating misinformation that are not we are not supporting the township areas. As I speak to you, Speaker, in R3, R4 reservoirs have been totally fenced off, and we are intending to disconnect all the illegal connections that are affecting our ratepayers. So it is not like we are sitting down and folding our hands. With the limited budget that we have, a lot is being achieved, and we're getting into that. Most of the items that they have voiced in here, these are the items that are going to be addressed by the very same strategy that is here. Amongst others, I'm talking about the non-revenue water that is a huge issue that needs to be attended to.
MMC, can you hold on? Can you hold on? Councillor Rakabe, what is your point of order?
Thanks, Madam Speaker. I'm requesting that the MMC must not be emotional when dealing with this issue. He must be calm so that we deal with the report with due diligence. He's very fast, he's very emotional, and we end up not assisting the people of Tshwane with exactly this important report. Please, thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor. MMC, try not to be fast, try not to be emotional.
Yeah, point of order, Speaker.
Yes,
Councillor, that I'm being emotional, Speaker. Can we finish this thing and then make it able to test it?
Just over.
Emanyana catering,
MMC forcing. Wait, councillors, wait.
Yeah, it's Councillor Maluleka.
Just relax, Councillor Fossey. Just relax. Don't. Councillor Rampir.
Relax, Chamber. Relax in front of you.
Okay,
we are drawn in the responses by the catering company there, called Fosi, that he is out of order. He says in Hammanskraal, there's signs that says people didn't die because of the water contamination. Therefore, that is not a fact. What is contained in the reports of human rights and many other stakeholders is that there's no conclusive evidence. Therefore, that is what is written in the reports. That's fact number one. Fact number two, we're dealing with a strategy and a plan because of these things are said interchangeably. And I think Councillor Malisela Rakabe tried to explain that to you. Now, MMC responds to operation issues. We're not talking about operations here. We're talking about a high-level strategy to intervene to issues. Now, he can't defend operations because of operations are not working. He knows. He must speak to the blueprint, the strategy, the plan that is going to circumvent or try to resolve a plethora of challenges that we're facing as the city. Not necessarily these operations, whether he gives us 3 trucks or whether he responds to our...
Point of order, Speaker. Point of order, Speaker.
It's a point of order. Just relevant. We are on the plan and strategy, but not operations.
Sorry, Alderman Manduleva. MMC offensive, can you please allow Alderman Manduleva to finish? We are online, we are not physical. Can you please assist me on that? He's still on point of order. When it's done, I'm going to give it to you. But we must remember that
Speaker, you are saying that we are for protecting me against scavengers.
Councillors, can you allow Alderman Manduleva to speak? Please, Alderman Manduleva.
Mbadi, I was nearly eaten by scavengers. Thanks for the intervention, Speaker. The issue is that we are on the plan and the strategy. It's a high-level thing that Fosi might not even comprehend. Let him take the notes from what is written on behalf of the mayoral committee, not necessarily the operations. We want to hear the blueprint. What is it that we're going to do to save and maximize the scarce resource that we are having here, called water, and the plethora of challenges that we're facing on the sewer lines that are
spilling all over the city. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Councillor. Thank you very much, Alderman Maluleka. Can I then call MMC Madiba team? Then after that, I'm calling MMC Fosi to finish up, to wrap up the report. And as indicated, we are in a strategy and planning of this water and sanitation. Then Councillor Matsibati.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, I am worried about your continued indulgence of one Councillor Maluleka, who continues, and time again, he continues to just speak out of 10, interject whenever either member of the mayoral committee tries to respond to
Raise a point of order. Councillor,
again, Speaker, he's
point of order. I was noted. I raised a point of order. Offensive.
Councillors. Noted. Councillors, please.
Just clarify him. I raised a point of order and I was noted.
Noted, Alderman Maluleka. Councillor Matsibati. Councillors, can I speak? Councillor Matsibati. Wait, councillors, can you wait? Councillor Matsibati, Alderman Maluleka was putting a point of order.
Speaker,
he was not, listen.
I'm still on the floor.
No, listen. Can you mute everybody?
We will show offense that you are above him because of his name. This offense must know that you are above him. We are not his equals.
Speaker, you have allowed Maluleka to act with impunity over and
he cannot be above with that kind of a bill.
Speaker, you are muted. Speaker, you remain muted. We cannot hear you talk. Mr. Speaker, you are still muted.
Speaker, we can't hear anything.
Speaker, your office.
Speaker, let them unmute your screen there. We can't hear you. We don't hear you, Speaker. We didn't hear anything. You were on your own there.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is that Alderman Maluleka was on a point of order. And then he was not instructing me to what to do. So you cannot point a point of order, Councillor Matsibatina, to say Maluleka he thinks is off above us. We cannot take that. And I'm giving now an opportunity to MMC Fosi to close this report. I don't believe that you want us to stay 2 hours in one report, just one report. And if there is a problem that you have, MMC Matsibatina, with me raising issues of giving Alderman Maluleka a space to speak or to raise the point of order, raise it with my office, come to my office, come to me, talk to me. Don't tell me something else in this meeting, because I'm not getting instructions from Alderman Maluleka. I'm sober, I'm not drunk. So please, if you have a problem with me operating the meetings, come to me. You know where to find me. Then I'm giving this opportunity to Councillor Fosi to close the report. And let's allow the report to be closed and Councillor Forces speak on what is on the table. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Councillor Forsi, MMC Forsi, may you speak?
Forsi, go be Takam.
Oh, I'm here. Thank you very much, Speaker. You
Yeah.
also need to understand, Speaker, that when councillors are posing accusations, we also need to respond to those accusations because they've got no merit. So just for them to push time, we will not tolerate that. We need to rebut it. Speaker, Executive Mayor, the approval of this report will see the strategy provide us with a way to create a future in which our water and sanitation services will be more resilient, and it also takes into account the most important yet very complex relationship between water, people, and the economy of South Africa. As councillors have alluded that the underinvestment in water and sanitation services and inadequate maintenance of primary causes of a decline in the reliability and quality of our water. In fact, Honorable Speaker, our wastewater treatment operate beyond that design capacity, which doesn't talk of development in well, and will in future stifle growth. I appeal to Council to approve this so we can be able to access to and adhere to the conditions of National Treasury incentives. What are those incentives going to entail? One is that they're going to be performance-orientated. Second part is the reforms on the water business as our trading services. It doesn't necessarily talk to water. In the near future, it's going to be electricity and obviously to a certain extent environment and agricultural management. The incentives will be obviously performance-based as per the National Treasury, and will also be able to get support on getting this strategy to be working. And again, we will have usage of our surplus in the department, Mr. Speaker. Our declining infrastructure due to lack of investment and additions to our very own network with little to no investment to our installation. Speaker, the cost inefficiencies is now bigger than the capital investment per annum. Whilst customer satisfaction is getting compromised, as we venture into this terrain, we have been assured by the National Treasury that the technical support will be added if expertise are running short in the city. This gets the water business an opportunity for control in items that ordinarily contribute to the shortfalls of our portfolio, like fleet, insurance payout, protection of our infrastructure, fit-for-purpose contractors, technocrats in the water space that we are running short of. It further allows the business units to get into a market and be able to get loans, arrange management concepts that will add value to the city, whilst the best of the best in the industry gets the city in line with the international norms and standards. As an example, and to which I'm very much passionate about, Executive Mayor, is the low-hanging fruit, is the issue of the 32% non-revenue of water, which is money on the ground that can be easily achieved and retained through management contract on a percentage basis with offers of the industry. Speaker, this is a great way of starting in fact, resetting the water business in the city and making sure that we're taking control of that. The amount that is made as a surplus could be reinvested back into making sure that our reservoirs are properly maintained, proper reticulation is done onto our asbestos pipes, as the councillors have alluded forth, and we can also be able to get into contracts where we can be able to have a total control of our infrastructure with partners in the water industry that have interest of money that would go on a percentage basis with our city and be able to get as much back as we can. Which as I said earlier on, that the ring fence, Speaker, is not only going to be for water. Whatever the surplus is left, a certain percentage will be left for maintenance and others, and whilst the rest is sent to the city, so that obviously we can be able to assist the city where it is looking for. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Company.
Thank you very much, MMC. Can I announce this? We've got people that have logged in as Tarara, Violence, and Vusi. Can you please confirm your surnames so that we can be adding you on the attendance register? And also Frank. There's a name called there's a person called
Speaker,
Frank.
Speaker was still on the report, Speaker, please, man. Let's finish the report and then
Yes, we're still on the report, but we want the councillors to be logged in before we forget that. We want the councillors to be registered as attendees in the meeting. Thank you very much.
We are working on the one of Frank, Honorable Speaker,
Thank you very
so
much.
that he can correctly log in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now the report.
Tarara is Councillor Mutwa, Vusi is Councillor
Allow him
Mabena.
in.
Okay, noted, Councillor.
Councillor, you logged in.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. We wanted everybody, before we conclude the report, we wanted everybody to be in. And now we are done. We are done with the speakers on the report. And the MNC has closed the report. Councillor Madiba.
Speaker.
Yes.
I didn't hear the opposition, the coalition clapping hands. Are they doing that in council just for us, or they don't appreciate what Fosi has said? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor. Fosi is clapping hand. I'm sure he's clapping it on behalf of everybody. Thank you very much, Councillor. I think they've noted that they heard you. Now let's go back to the report as recommended.
Yes.
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 Thank you very much. The report has been recommended. Thank you so much. Now, councillors, before we go to Councillor Zim, if you are about to speak about the report, we have passed that. What is your name for? Councillor Zim.
Order, Speaker.
Yes, Councillor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man, Speaker. Is Ramabodu here?
Speaker. Yes.
Speaker, I'm going to speak on a different matter here. I'm currently at the police station to report an FF Plus councillor who has intimidated me for a long time.
Councillor,
Speaker Ramabudi is not in the
Councillor Makhaleni. You have to register. Councillor Ramabudi. Councillor Ramabudi. Councillor Ramabudi.
Yes.
We don't have that in the agenda. Let's stick on the agenda. Can you vanish me with your email now and tell me what you are saying? As now, but Councillor, I cannot entertain this in this meeting.
Yeah, but I want to tell the DA, Councillor, I'm not scared of you.
Send a note to my office.
I'm not your maid. I'm not scared of you. I'm not going to be
Councillor Ramabudi.
I'm going to fight to get the race until to the grave.
Councillor Ramabudi, can you send that to me? Thank you very much. Now, before we conclude our meeting, I've got a plea, councillors. I've got a plea that I want to make to you before I close this meeting. And please, those who are doing what I'm going to plead on, don't feel offended. But, honorable councillors, as you are aware, one of the functions of the office of the Speaker is to perform oversight. I therefore want to plead with all councillors to a properly read through reports submitted to you before you consider recommendations. 2, honorable councillors, I further also plead that councillors in the executive to scrutinize reports and the technical content thereof, as well as a proper cross-referencing, especially when previous resolutions are quoted, emanating from the previous council meeting in reports. Honorable councillors, the reason why I'm making this plea is that after office evaluated the content of most of the reports that are served in council, we realize that there are various anomalies identified, especially when cross-referencing is made in these reports. Honorable Councillors, your assistance in this regard is highly appreciated. Honorable Councillors, I thank you for your valuable input during this meeting. The meeting is concluded and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much.
Speaker, congratulations on the ward committees.
Thank you, Speaker.
You are proceeding very well on the ward committees. Congratulations. That message was for Mayoral Committee, Speaker. You were saying to Mayoral Committee they must read their report. You must read the report. Did you hear what the Speaker said?
Thank you, Speaker. Bye-bye.
You must read reports. For correction of emergency.
Thank you, Speaker.
Report must be read.
Because we must do the right thing for water.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, man. You talk too much. Goodbye.
MMC force, you just enter and say,
That is what we say. Nothing just
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bosi kana ma yellow bone one tell mono ruira. One more yellow bone. And no pala green to Samara Basta, don't tell mono ruira again. Come on.
Greetings to the people of Tshwane. This is Councillor Zwane, the MMC for Environment and Agriculture Management in the city. Today I'm out in the field with the teams that are doing bin verification. A bin verification program started in February. Our aim is to make sure that we update our billing system because we've identified that there are people who are receiving the service but not paying the city. And also there are people who are paying but not receiving the service. So our teams are out in the field following the refuse truck in each and every day of the collection. So these people are identifiable with their badge and also the reflectors that are written with the City of Tshwane emblem. So we are appealing to the communities to allow them while they are conducting this survey so that we make sure that we close the revenue leakages that we've identified. Thank you.
Good afternoon, residents of the city of Tshwane. We have now spoken about how your account works, how to read your account, as well as how your electricity tariffs and prepaid electricity works. Today I would like to discuss how your water tariffs are calculated. Every resident and account holder in the city of Tshwane pays a flat rate for the first 9 kilolitres of water. This is called a network access charge, which gives you right to use the networks and the water networks of the city. As part of that water access charge, you get 9 kilolitres of water for free and 9 kilolitres of sanitation for free. For everything that you use above and beyond that first 9 kilolitres, you pay on a sliding scale per kilolitre that you use. I hope this lets you understand how your water charges in the city works.